Hello there. It's just about sundown on Neptune, and I thought that I would make a. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Do you see that? Oh, I knew that owl was trouble. Alright, I'm gonna have to test him. Okay. Oh, it's a hot owl. Goodbye, owl. Oh, man. Oh, oh, oh. Goodbye, owl. Oh, that was close. All right. We're safe now from the owls. All right. Welcome, everyone, to the nighttime poolside discussion. Today's a special day. A good day. A great day for music because today was the release of the new album by Fiona Apple. Fiona Apple debuted in 1996 with this album called Title. She was 18 when the album was recorded, 19 when it was released. The best known song from this album is Criminal. There's a lot of, all the songs are good on this album. Sleep to Dream is fantastic. And Fiona Apple stares out at us from the album cover with this penetrating gaze. Fiona Apple's another artist, like Radiohead, if you saw my earlier video, that I think has a reputation amongst the general public of being difficult or nutty in some ways. She's had some quite public incidents where she has kind of melted down on stage and come under a lot of criticism from various quarters, but I love her, and she is always interesting, has a beautiful voice, and almost all of her songs are just absolutely amazing. So, Title was her first album, and then 3 years later, she followed up with this album. The title of this album is When the Pawn Hits the Conflicts, He Thinks Like a King. What he knows throws the blows when he goes to the fight, and he'll win the whole thing. For he enters the ring. There's no body to batter when your mind is your might, so when you go solo, you hold your own hand and remember that depth is the greatest of heights, and if you know where you stand, then you know where to land, and if you fall, it won't matter because you'll know that you're right. Possibly the longest album title ever, but another triumphant series of songs. My favorites on this one are Paper Bag and Fast As You Can and Get Gone. Then it took her about 7 years after that, I think, or thereabouts, to put this one out. Her third album is called Extraordinary Machine. This is a picture of a pea pod. I don't know why. This one I got from iTunes and burned myself, and I'm quite proud of this label that I made. There's Fiona lounging in a chair outside. A couple of apples next to her, a little obvious, but still. Really beautiful picture. Oh Sailor is a great song on this one. And Parting Gift. And then, after another long hiatus, she came out with an album which cover looks like this. Now, this is the only special edition of a Fiona Apple that album that I have. It came in this little format here, like a notebook. This was the original album artwork, and the album is called The Idler Wheel is wiser than the driver of the screw, and whipping cords will serve you more than ropes will ever do. Artwork by Fiona herself. Well, this little package came as this notebook. It's got this was just the outside label, same cover, track listing. Came as a CD and a DVD. And the CD is here, DVD here. Some great live versions of songs on this DVD. Filmed at South by Southwest in March 2012. Every Single Night is a great song from this album. Werewolf, a couple of my favorites. It also came with these two postcards. An old piano with Fiona carved into it. And this kind of blurry image of the artist. This notebook includes all the lyrics to the songs of this release, and all of this artwork is by Fiona as well. I love looking at stuff like this. I had something similar from Radiohead with Tom York's notebooks for OK Computer. I like when an artist like Fiona or Tom is both a musical artist, lyricist, poet, as well as a visual artist of considerable skill. Fiona's sound, I think, is really influential. I hear her a lot in today's artists like Billie Eilish, Lorde. She has a really nice deep voice that she sings in a lot of times, but she can also hit the high notes as well. And she's an excellent pianist also. I believe these are childhood pictures of a couple of the collaborators on this album. So this Idler Wheel album, it came out in 2012, and after a long wait, we finally get the new one from Fiona, just released today. And the name of the new album is called Fetch the Bolt Cutters. Already has been received by at least two of the sources that I turn to most often for music news and reviews. Has been received by them rapturously, I would say. Here is The Guardian, excellent music website, and you can see that it gives the album 5 out of 5 stars. Calls it a glorious eruption. And then there's Pitchfork, which is often about independent or alternative type artists. So a lot of their reviews are about artists I don't even know, but I have learned a ton from checking in on Pitchfork. The reviews are uniformly excellent, highly detailed, and all the writers know a lot about their subject. And you see that's a 10 out of 10. Fetch the Bolt Cutters. This album was recorded largely at Fiona's home in Venice, and is a more stripped down sound than most of her other ones. She had a small band with her, and then there's a lot of sounds from household items, tapping on boxes and so forth. Really perfect. It sounds like it was made during COVID quarantine, but it was years in the making. And just on the... I've only heard it once today, and I will say that I love it, and I can't wait to listen to it over and over again. Her lyrics are incredible. Her singing is amazing. The sounds on this album are great. There's some ambient sounds that you'll hear from her house, like dogs barking and other noises from the house. It's very raw and rough. And then I'm showing you this tab, which is a very lengthy article and interview from the New Yorker magazine from last month, which illuminates some of the process that she went through for this new album. Since I don't have much else to show you, I just wanted to celebrate one of my favorite artists' new releases today, and I encourage everyone who's listening in to check out Fetch the Bolt Cutters. Okay, that's it from Neptune for tonight. Thank you for checking in, and I will be back soon.